Wait, so it's 5 wings, fries,
and a drink.
and a drink
of your
for 3
choice.
pounds.
For £3.
All right,
sterling.
noted. No, £3 sterling, 3 Great British pounds.
Yes.
Fair enough, Sha. No, all right, welcome to the dish. I'm with Fiade Koju, somewhat as usual, and then we have a guest as well who I will introduce later on. But first things first, we need to sort out our appetizer. So we have only one thing on the appetizer for today because we have lots of things to talk about. Based on the assumption that I will never have to pay for it again, I would love to be sponsored by a Dash company. That was a deep breath from Fiade. I don't know why.
There's too many
Why are you breathing into your mic? All the listeners are hearing right now is, why are you breathing into your mic?
I mean, this is kind of a cop-out, but can I say like a food company never have to pay food?
Just food. Just food.
All of the food.
No, specify. Yes, specify.
That's what I'm saying. There's not just a food company.
You have to specify. You have to specify.
Hold on, I'll come back to this. Fiade, take the wheel.
Is it Fiade take the wheel?
I need to think about this for a second.
Koju, how about you? Based on the assumption that you will never have to pay for it ever again. What company do you sponsor by?
Is football included?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Probably boots and gloves.
Nah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm thinking. I feel like I'm thinking too hard because there's just so many things I could. I
mean, you don't know who's watching this podcast. You don't know who's going to sponsor you later in your life. So it's best to just manifest these things while you can, while you have a platform to do it.
No, personally, I don't believe in manifestation, but that's all good. That's the topic for another day. That's the topic for another day. I think mine would probably be like, I feel like I've usually, if you had asked me this in the past, I would have said like apple juice or something. But as you look at me right now, I haven't had apple juice in a while. And that's looking a problem.
It's an inferior juice anyway.
Shut up. Apple juice is
Shut up.
No, actually shut it. Shut it. Apple juice is amazing. No apple juice slander tolerated on this podcast.
It's not the top 3 juices.
No, just stop it. Name 3 juices better than apple juice. You have 10 seconds. Name 3.
I'll be honest, orange juice.
Orange.
No. Just no. Wait, okay, so orange juice, that's carb, but Shasha, what else? Orange juice, what else?
Orange, pineapple, cranberry.
Pineapple.
Yes, pineapple.
With chest, you said pineapple.
Leave.
Yes, sir.
With chest.
I saw my life. You don't even need it for
Yes,
this episode. Bro. Just leave, man.
With chest, you said pineapple. That's foul. That's actually foul.
You don't like
that?
Juice?
Nah, that's foul. That's foul. That is foul. I can somewhat accept like cranberry. I can somewhat accept like red grape, something like that. But pineapple, orange, huh? No.
Orange is even good. Bro, if you brush your teeth, and you gotta have orange juice. It's tasting like a frozen tundra, bro.
It's
actually like brushing your teeth before you drink the juice. If you know that's going to happen, just don't do it.
Bro, I don't have
drink the juice before you brush your teeth.
Is this guy alright at all?
This guy is actually such a bad
case. I don't have qualms with orange juice like that. Like orange juice is alright. You get what I mean? But it's just nowhere near apple juice. Let's be real. Let's be real. It's just nowhere near. You know when you have a chilled premium apple juice, few things compare. I'm so sorry. Few things compare. I don't know how y'all are drinking your juice, but nah, something's wrong. It's pineapple that's shocking me. As in, with your chest, you said pineapple is better than apple juice.
Yes.
It is all right. It is well. There's salvation. So there's salvation available. All right. So Koju said, he said boots and gloves, which is honestly fair because obviously I'm a goalkeeper. For me, I'll probably go apple juice just to reinforce the point that apple juice is the best. But whatever. Koju and Fiade is to answer.
My own is a gaming a gaming company that specializes in PC specifications. That's mine.
Okay.
How many times would you need
going
to?
for? But how many pieces?
Yeah, how many times are you gonna?
every. Let me tell you something. The cores, like the Intel cores, the processors, those updates every year and a half. Every single time, and they get better. And
Are
better
you really
better.
going to get a new PC every single year?
If I don't have to pay for it, I will get it every single year.
But think about everything else in your life that you're going to have to pay for.
Just sell the one I got before and recycle. That way I'm making profit because I'm getting that one for free.
No, but...
no, come on.
Wait, chill. But you would have to, do you know how stressful it is to move computers?
Yeah, but, it's PC parts. I said specifications, as in, parts.
Oh, so the drive would remain the same. So you still have, all your stuff.
Of course. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm about parts. People pay £1,000 for processors. They pay £2,000 for graphics cards. They pay so much money for the top of the line hardware. What's it called? Storage and everything. So I definitely love to have just specification because that way I'm making my profit.
Wait. Fair point, Chef.
Is your sponsorship going to come with all three?
What do you mean? I said
Depends.
All these gamers, don't they have
I said
they have sponsorships for setups.
Specification.
Yeah, they do.
But the food sponsorship, that one is too outlandish.
Nah,
that one I need to get.
It's not too outlandish. Just specify, bro.
Yes, that's what I said. How can you specify further than PC specifications? Bro,
to be fair, it's just PC specs. It's like having a sponsorship with Samsung. They'll send you TV, they'll send you phone.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You say you food, they'll send you a goosey one day, they'll send you tacos the next day. Come on, bro. What's going on?
So, which, if you want to go for food, fine, but which one?
Exactly.
Wait, maybe not food.
So which one?
Okay, Sony sponsorship would be
Sony.
Incredible.
As in for headphones?
No, for everything.
Headphones,
TV,
speakers, PlayStations.
Oh, yeah. To be fair.
That's a top answer right there. That's a top answer right there.
And I would assume that, everything under all of this, I just be getting it. I just be collecting everything. It just be coming. As they're releasing new ones.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Wonderful sponsorship.
Cool. All right, so we'll move on from Appetizer Chat. All right, before we continue, remember to check us out on Insta at TBO. We have lots of Insta exclusive content on there, so be sure to head over and engage with us there. Also, be sure to give us a rating on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, or if you're watching on YouTube, smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe. All of that. Now, I'm going to introduce our guest. You know something I actually thought about recently? We need to we need to come up with a name for people that listen to this podcast. No, honestly, because I was when I was writing the intro, there was a part where I was going to I don't know. Anywho, so today, we have the originator of Wake Up and Grind. The last defense.
That's mad.
Anyway, the originator of Wake Up and Grind. The last defense of Southall. This man strikes fear into strikers. You see what I did there? I'm not going to lie. You guys, as I wrote it, I even shocked myself. He strikes fear into strikers. Anywho, this man strikes fear into strikers.
Nigga thinks he's Peter Drury.
Anywho, shut up, Fede. This man strikes fear into strikers, young and old, across the country. Players see him and know because real recognizes real. The gloves are never too big. This episode, as a guest, we have Koju Abayomi.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Alright, Koju, do you want to quickly introduce yourself?
So, I play for Borehamwood FC right now. And, yeah, so when I was about 11, 12, I was a left back. I was an amazing left back, to be fair, but I got injured, so I had to go and go, yeah. Nah.
Oh, wow. Is that actually what happened?
No, the goalie got injured now. So.
Oh, yeah.
And then, so that's how I started. That's how I started playing in goal. Then, so I had no goalkeeper training, basically. And then when I was about 13, 14, so it was just natural, just instinct goalkeeping. The ball is going there. Yeah. So I went to this thing called UK Football Trials. Then there was a Palace scout there, and he brought me in to play like a trial game with Palace. I think it was their under 14s at the time. They're like, I don't even know what it was, but it was their under 14s, 13s, 15s. God knows, honestly. I went there, I did horribly. I came on, so the keeper was a captain. I came on for the last about 20 minutes. I conceded about 1-2 goals, and I wasn't great. And then the feedback came and said I was too short, and that's my issue I have till today. I'm still short. I'm 5'11".
That's respectable height.
Yeah, that's
not for a keeper though.
Not for a keeper. Yeah. I mean.
No, yeah, but like, okay, no. So let's actually talk about this. I'm actually quite intrigued. So like, because I feel like the thing is with height, because so even for example with Lisandro Martinez, he's not a goalkeeper, but he's a centre back. He's 5'9". And when he was coming into the league, all these pundits were like, "Oh, he's way too short. It's not going to work." But even then, I was quite certain. I was like, "No," because I feel like what Lisandro Martinez has been able to do, which any great player would do, is that they have adapted, and so his judgment of the flight of the ball, his timing, all of that. I'm pretty sure I'm correct in saying that actually this episode is going to come out in December. So if this is incorrect, listeners, be kind to me because this is November that we're recording this. It's coming out in December. But as of now, he leads the Premier League in aerial duels won, or percentage of aerial duels won, sure. At the very least. I don't know about total, but percentage. So when they gave you that feedback, did you ever think, I'm pretty sure like I can adapt, I can make it work? Or were you thinking, oh damn, like this is a real like problem?
To be fair, I was thinking like I'm just gonna stop football. I was in boarding school at the time. I was in Shaftesbury in Dorset, so I was doing boarding. So the feedback came to my school, and it was just like, yeah, I'm gonna stop. But then a few years, so after that, I went to UK Football Trials again because I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have fun. So I went to UK Football Trials again. Then I got into Brookhouse, and then so that's like a football kind of school. Got a scholarship there, so I went there, and then I was there for a year. And then when I was there, in the whole year that I was there, I went to so many clubs. I went to Lincoln City. Then I went to... So then this was really the start of my, like, proper career, of my senior career. So when I was 15, I went to Sutton. They just got promoted to League 2. So they're in League 2 right now. So when I went, they just got promoted. So I went there, went on trial, did well. They were all like wild. At least that's what it looked like. So did well. Then I was training with the Scholars at the time. So the Scholars is like under 18s.
Correct.
Yeah, so I was with the Scholars. I was 15. Then the new goalkeeper
coach. Just a quick question.
Yeah.
How old were you at the time? You said you were training under 18s.
15.
And
that is impressive, man.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That is impressive. You're 15 year old 18s.
Yeah.
Did you ever think, you're like, they must think I'm pretty good then? Like,
oh, yeah. At that time, I was the cockiest. I think I was like, I am that guy.
I'm him.
I'm
that
guy. You. Well, I am him.
Even now, I'm 17 on the bench for a professional first team. Like,
but that is wild. That is wild.
But that's right now, so I have to humble myself until after. So after I leave, I'll be like, I was that guy. Yeah. Not right now. Right now, still focus on what's in front of you. But yeah, so I was doing that. Then the new goalkeeper coach came in, and I'll be honest, I don't think he was a fan of me. And then, so I left. So we played against Borehamwood in August. Last few games of pre-season, played Borehamwood. And the coach was there. So I called up the coach after. I was like, I want to come to Bournemouth. He was like, oh, okay, but you have to come through the way everyone goes. You have to go for the trial. Yeah. Then go to the... It's called Pace. So it's called Pace. So go to the Pace Academy. Then if you're good enough, we'll bring you up to the elite squad of under 19 players. Then if you're good enough from there, you go up to the first team. So I was like, of course I'm good enough. So I went there. No, but that's you have to back yourself.
Yeah, you have to believe in it. Yeah, you have to believe.
So I went there. I was like, I'm going to show these little, what I'm about. So I went there. First session with the Pace Academy. Went there, I absolutely bossed it, and then literally when I left the ground, 10 minutes after I was on the bus. I was on the 292 to Edgeware, and the manager of the academy called me. He was like, "Come and train."
Give you the call.
Yeah, he was like, "Come and train with the elites on Friday."
Yeah, for sure.
And then on Friday I went, trained with them, got put into the squad straight away. Then a month later, we must have been playing a game, and the first team manager came to watch. So this is when I was 16. The first team manager came to watch, and he was like. So I saw him watching. I knew he was a first team manager. I don't think he knows this as well. I knew he was a first team manager because obviously I've done my research. So I caught a ball and did like some kind of front flip. Someone must have tripped me up, and I still held the ball. And I looked at him.
Front flip.
Not really a front flip.
As a goal,
I turn and land on my back.
Whoa!
And he starts clapping. So I'm looking at him like
that was it. The first team manager saw you do a front flip, and he was like, "Yep, that's it. I've seen enough."
that was 50%. That was 50%. Then the next 50, we were winning the game 3-2. Last corner, big cross. I'm 5'10". Everyone around me is under 19s. Everyone around me is 6'1", 6'2". It's all centre backs coming to head the ball in the box. I come up higher than everyone, claim it. Look at him and just smile. I don't know this guy from Adam. I don't know him from anyone.
Yeah.
I look at him and smile. And then so after the game, he talks to me. He's like, "You need to stop acting childish, but." No, but it's true. That leads back to me having fun while playing.
Yeah. Oh wow.
And then so he's
amazing.
like, "Yeah, you're definitely going to be involved with the first team." So I'm training with the first team from September till indefinitely because I'm still training with the first team. So September.
Okay.
Then in pre-season, there's 3 goalkeepers. There's the first choice goalkeeper, there's the second choice goalkeeper, and there's me. Now the second choice goalkeeper, he got injured, right? So let me go back. So I played in the FA Youth Cup.
Right.
And that was it. I think there was about 1,000 people there. It was a lot of people. It was a lot of pressure. Captain gets injured in about this 10th minute, so I take the armband. And I'm telling you, I had the game of my life. Gaffer was there watching. And then, I don't know if it's just God, but I don't know because this guy's my friend. Like, but the second choice goalkeeper gets injured.
Wow.
I don't know whether to thank God or whether to pray for the guy.
It's like
bro, I'm so sorry.
Get well soon, bro.
Bro, honestly, that's the happiest get well soon I've ever said in my life. Now, he'll probably be watching this, but I can't lie. He has to charge it. Yeah,
charge it to the game.
Get well soon, but I mean, you should be happy seeing your boy win.
Yeah, to be fair.
For him,
I'm sure. I mean, it's like for all of you, that's how it is. You get what I mean? Like you're like friends, but at the same time, you're aware that that person is trying to take your spot. You know what I mean? Like,
he's my friend, but he's my worst enemy at the same time. Do you get that? And he knows
that's how it's meant to be for football. Yeah.
So after that, after he gets injured, that was the day of the Youth Cup game. So after Gaffer calls me, he's like, "Oh, he needs me to come and warm up with the first team." So I'm not signed to the first team right now. I'm just helping them in the warm up. They don't name a keeper on the bench because they're keepers.
Right.
And then, so I do well in training. I do okay. Then the next week, I get signed to the first team, number 23. All of that. And then I'm on the bench for the first team in the FA Cup against Wealdstone. There's about 1,500 people there. And then it's mad. So that's the first ever game I've been involved in that. Like, damn, like, this is football. Then we go to Wrexham. So we play Wrexham at home.
I know Wrexham, actually. What? Yeah, I like this reaction. I was like, I know Wrexham,
yeah. Ryan Reynolds' team. Isn't that Ryan
so this is about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Was he watching by any chance?
I don't know, actually. But I think his boy was there in the stands. Anyway, we play Wrexham. They bring our home ground, so on average we get about maybe 1,000 fans, 1,200. Wrexham get 10,000 fans every game.
Yeah, they
So we're playing them. Keep in mind, this is at home. We're playing them at home. No way.
Okay.
They bring 1,200 fans from Wales to London.
Wow.
1,200, and then we bring a further maybe like 1,500. So when we come out to warm up, the fans are clapping us. It feels normal. When Wrexham come out to warm up, it's like they're home.
Yeah.
The crowd, they go mad.
Yeah.
And I'm like this is it. And then the next biggest one was Dagenham and Redbridge. That one, it was okay.
Dagenham. I did know Dagenham as well.
Same.
Then the last one, this one was last week Saturday, where Chesterfield, and I'm watching the other keeper, and I'm watching my first choice keeper as well. I'm like, first of all, the Chesterfield keeper, one day I'm going to be in your shoes and I'm going to be further than your shoes. Same as my first choice. One day I'm going to be in your shoes and further than, with all due respect. So I'm watching them and I'm realizing this is football. Like, this is what I've been dreaming about my whole life.
Your whole life, yeah.
There's 8,000 people in the stands. I'm warming up and I'm saving shots. When in the warm-up when the second keeper goes in goal and everyone is shooting. Yeah, so I'm saving shots. Everyone's going, hey. I'm like, yo, how have I found myself from Lagos, from BGC?
Yeah.
How have I found myself here? And I'm like,
that's wild.
Damn. So I'm on the bench. There's 8,000 people screaming their like lungs out. We have about 50 away fans because it's a long journey. So it feels like we're playing in like a cage. Like,
yeah.
We lost the game 2-0, but I'm telling you, that was probably the best experience of my whole life.
Oh, no, I can imagine. No, I mean, I can't imagine, actually. I don't know what I can imagine. I can't imagine. Like, you must feel like so, like, I mean, better days to come, for sure. Because, like, there will also be the day you make your debut, by God's grace. There would also be the day, like, all sorts of things will happen in your career. But, like, I could, like, it must feel genuinely insane. Like, I worked so hard for this, and, like, this is where we are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
do you know what's crazy?
No, it's crazy. Yeah.
I don't think I've worked, like, when I wake up and I go to train, I don't think I'm doing enough because I know I can do an extra 30 minutes of yoga. Like, I don't know if I'm doing enough. So do I deserve it right to be where I am right now? I'm not really anywhere, but do I deserve to be? Because I know people will kill to be in my shoes. And I will kill to be in people's shoes as well.
Yeah, for sure.
But for the people that will kill to be in my shoes, do you really know what's going on? Like, it's like, I don't know if I deserve, like, if I'm doing enough to deserve to be on the bench in the National League.
No, but this is the thing, though. So I feel like, and I resonate really strongly with what you say, because this is a thought that occurs in my head a lot, or used to anyway. And then one day I saw something that was like, it's often the people who question whether they've worked hard enough that have actually done the work. You know what I mean? I feel like for you to be in that place where you're thinking, oh, actually, I can do more. I can do more. That in itself shows a desire that indicates that you are in the right place. You get what I mean? So for someone else, it's just like, oh yeah, I've done it. I've done the runs. I've done the drills. I've done the training. All of that. It's only someone that is obsessed or like obsessive, like, about where they want to be, that they're thinking, oh, actually, I can still do more. I'm not sure if I'm doing enough. You get what I mean? So I think, like, that is a good place to be mentally. As long as, like, just don't, like, discredit yourself, basically. Like, you are here because you've worked for it. And, like, obviously there's grace and all of that, but you have also worked for it. And I'm sure that you'll go much further, man. Much, much further. Like, I'm absolutely certain of it. No, yeah, it's crazy. What's your typical day like?
It depends. So there's match day, there's training day, there's day off. Which one?
All right, so we're going to go into all of them.
Maybe maybe better places. What would a typical week be like? Because I would assume a week has like everything.
Okay, so Monday. So Monday is normally the first day off.
Okay.
But it's not really a day off for me. So I'll wake up. I'll probably train on my own, train with one or two friends, and then go to the gym after, come back, and then that's my day. And then Tuesday, that's when we'll have our first day of training. So get to wake up about 6 o'clock, just do a bit of yoga, like 30 minutes. Then, so I have this morning routine, and it's basically wake up, shower, first thing, shower, brush in the shower, and then come down, do some yoga, then go to the kitchen, make some hot chocolate, but while the water is boiling, I do breathing techniques. So you know the Wim Hofman method, like breathing thing. Yeah.
I don't actually know what it is. But...
So it's 4 seconds in, 4 seconds hold.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So I do that while the water is boiling. That's like 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Mm.
And then after, grab a book. So the book I'm reading now is called Goals by some guy, Brian Tracy. That's his name.
Mm.
So yeah, it's just grab that and go to the living room and read. I don't have a specific time for how long I read. It's just when my hot chocolate finishes, I'm done reading because I hate reading.
Same.
But you actually like force yourself to do it.
Yeah, because that's how you actually become something. Force yourself to do things you don't like. Like I don't like training.
That's honestly fair.
Yeah,
that's honestly fair. That's really impressive. Not gonna lie. Sorry, carry on. Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't like training. I like playing matches, doing well in matches, and all the plaudits you get after. But I don't really like training. It's kind of long. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, do that. Then go to the ground by about 8:30, breakfast, and then analysis at 9 o'clock. So on Tuesdays, analysis is quite short, but yeah, analysis at 9. Then training at 9:30, 9:45. Go out, train, do prehab first at 10, at 9:30 till 10, like a bit of prehab. And then train from 10 till 12. Then after that, catch up on some of my work till about 1, then go home. So when I go home, probably go to the gym and then just go home. My day ends at like 3, 4, just in bed, Netflix. Yeah. And then Wednesday is match day for the youth team. So So we have the first team and it's kind of like a B team.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like youth teams, there's under 19s and there's different levels of... So yeah, so do that. So wake up on a Wednesday, match is normally like 2 o'clock. Wake up about 7, do my match day routine. So that's wake up, yoga, same thing, hot chocolate, all of that. I don't read because I can't, my mind has to be like blank before the game. I don't know why. So I don't read, but... So yeah, do whatever I have to do, yoga, watch TV for a bit, listen to music, and then go to the ground, then obviously play the game, win the game.
No other option.
No other. We've been flying this season, to be fair, we've been flying. And then on a Thursday, it's training again, but this time, so I used to be on loan, not loan, but kind of a loan, that's the best way to explain it, but is I could play for Southall and Borehamwood.
Right.
Yeah, so I could play for Borehamwood. So I was playing for Borehamwood youth team and I was playing for Southall. But now I'm on the bench for Borehamwood first team. So I'm not at Southall playing anymore, but I still go train with them.
Cool.
Yeah, just to get the extra bit of work in. So on a Thursday, I'm training with Borehamwood now, same routine in the morning. Finish at like 3 o'clock, exact same thing, analysis, yoga, blah, blah, yeah. Then finish at 3, have like a 2-hour nap. And at 5, I leave for training to Southall. And then I'm training from 7 till about 9:30. And then that's my Thursday. And then my Friday, exact same thing. It gets a bit boring to be fair, exact same thing. On Friday, it's training, finish at 3, go home, Netflix. Like, probably go out, but not too late because Saturday's game day. So
yeah.
And on Saturday, that's the real. So that's the first team game.
Right.
So although I'm not playing, it's like that's the thing about being a backup goalkeeper. You never know what can happen.
Yeah.
So I'm still doing my routines. I'm still doing my yogas, my reading, not reading, my what's it called? My breathing, my all of that stuff. Just in case I need to play. So do that and then get to the game. Get to the game, warm up. You know, all of that. Play the game, win the game. Then after that, go home. And that's it. Sundays I'm coaching.
Coaching?
Yeah, so I coach some kids.
That's bad. I didn't even know that. Wait, coaching who?
Some kids. So I work for a coaching company called Super Skills, and they just coach kids.
Right.
I'm kind of new to it. I just started like last month, but it's kind of fun.
Cool. No, honestly, that's great. That's So and then rinse and
really,
repeat.
there's like no days off. Like that's the definition of no days off. There's no days off. Training.
And your season is from when to when?
So pre-season starts on the 28th of June, and the season ends in around like May, early May.
So you have about a month off every year, basically.
Yeah, so it's about 10 months. Yeah.
Cool. No, honestly, man, I think because I have another friend as well that does he does football as well. I just hear, anytime I talk to you guys, I'm always like, oh, this thing, just having to constantly be in the mindset of I have to be on it today, and there's no leeway. You get what I mean? It's mad. And that's the next thing I'm really interested to talk about, actually, because so in sports, obviously, there's the performance physically, right? Obviously going out there, having the skills, all of that, doing that. The mental side of things, I feel doesn't get talked about enough. I mean, obviously, recently there have been leaps and bounds in that regard, right? In talking about the mental side of doing sports and all of that. But I'll just talk to you about it. So, just how mentally, how much do you have to train yourself mentally to actually, do stuff?
To be fair, I don't really think about all that stuff. I'm just on. So the way I think everyone is different, to be fair. So a few of my teammates in the youth team, they have their certain ways of doing things. So, but for me, it's I wake up, I know this is what I have to do. I don't want to work in an office. So this is what I have to do.
I hear you. I don't want to be a mechanic. I want to be a baller.
I want to be a baller.
Yeah, word.
No, fair enough, man. So that's enough motivation for you. You're
no, but there's also other bits. Let me be honest. There's also other bits. So the first bit is I don't want to be a mechanic. That's the most important thing.
Fair enough.
Fair enough, honestly.
Shout out my mechanics, dude.
I don't know if it's a young way of thinking, but I don't see myself doing any other thing apart from playing football. And so it's that's the first thing on my mind. The second thing is have fun while you're playing. So I'm not trying to blow smoke up my own ass, but let's say everywhere I've been to, I've been kind of I've been competition. Obviously, apart from Bournemouth's first team, but every youth team I've been to, it's been shit. This guy's not bad. So maybe it comes from that, and actually never actually been under there's not been a time where I've been oh shit, this guy's better than me. Apart from now, where I'm seeing the first choice goalkeeper Nathan Ashmore doing crazy things, but and it's I'm not. It's I'm learning a lot from him. So there's ways he has his styles of goalkeeping, and it's just good to watch him and learn, see what he does, because he's been playing full-time football for about 5-6 years. So he, and he's just a good goalkeeper. So when you watch those people and you think, shit, I could actually become better, not become this person, become better than this person, then you're it's possible. And so also my second biggest source of motivation is just wanting to be better than everyone else. Because
fair enough.
I hate being second best or just not, I like being talked about. And I guess that's a good trait for a football player, because it's it's part of the job. So I like being that guy.
Him.
So in order to be that guy, you need to literally. So I'm not that guy yet, but it's gonna, in this life, there's no way I won't become a Premier League goalkeeper. Fact.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
So
Amen.
Another big source of motivation is I don't believe in motivation. I think that's rubbish. I think the proper way to really make yourself successful is routines. So you have, when you're motivated, right, it lasts for like, 1-2 days and you stop. Most people, yeah.
Yeah,
and
for no
the reason that happens is because they don't make routines. So when I'm motivated, I make a whole routine of what I'm going to do this week. And even though my motivation is gone by Tuesday, Wednesday, I know I'm a man of my word and I'm not going to break my promise to myself.
Right.
And then Sunday comes again. I'm like, shit, let's go. You know, make that same thing again, go again. And then the book I was reading, Goals, it talks about how it literally talks about that. That's where I got that from. And it's like, what is your main goal? So I have this thing on my phone, and it's like, it's in my notes. So my goal is to become a Premier League goalkeeper. That's my goal. And then I have this thing. So it says goal, and then it says 24-hour action plan.
Right.
So every single day, I'm taking one step to becoming a Premier League goalkeeper. And for you or the other person, it might be 12 steps and you're already a Premier League goalkeeper. It might be 1,000 steps. But I know that if I do this every single day, I don't know when, but it's inevitable.
You're getting closer.
Yeah, it has to happen. Yeah, so that's probably my biggest. Knowing that this is possible and knowing that I'm seeing other goalkeepers. Like when I was on trial with Palace, the other goalkeeper was not. That's when I realized that, you know, it's possible, like, because he wasn't too far off me. He was way better, but he was, you know, too far off.
Yeah, that's attainable.
Yeah. So I'll say probably that, yeah.
Cool. I'm going to read one of your tweets, which I think actually your pinned tweet. It was like, from playing on VGC sand in Nigeria to the National League, what can God not do? I was just going to ask, like, how like big of a factor is that in your life, like your faith and like your belief that, you know, God is by your side and everything?
Yeah, so every morning and night, probably I say like a short prayer before I sleep. But I don't think that's enough. So I'm still like, you can't, it's not a thing where you can be patient because you never know what's going to happen. You get, but it's like, I'm praying, and I believe before and after every game I pray, before and after every training session. But now I'm just trying to factor it into my life. So when I wake up, how can I factor praying, you know, and praying and studying the Bible, not just praying in my morning routine.
Yeah. No, I just feel that. I feel like, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like in sports, generally speaking, you see quite a lot of, like, I don't know how to phrase it, because obviously I don't actually do what you do. But do you feel like people sometimes look like they need like an anchor or something like that? You get what I mean? And because for like a lot of people, they then say, oh, you know, like, God is what helps me with this. Or for a lot of people, it's something else. It's family, you get what I mean? Or it's just something, you know? Do you like get that?
Yeah, I get what you mean. There's people like that, to be fair. A lot of my teammates are faithful. Yeah, so, but a lot of them also are just running on vibes, and that's fair enough.
Yeah. Vibes are lamba.
Exactly.
No tactics, just vibes. Oh my days. I love how we invented that phrase, literally. I don't even know, invented. I'm not going to say invented, because I don't know who invented it. But anytime I say that phrase, I think of Manchester United, man. I think of watching that team, especially under Oli. Just no tactics, just vibes, just vibes. Literally. That was us during like pandemic times, like that team. Do you have a dream, like, you know, so you say your goal to be a Premier League goalkeeper. Fair enough, just to be in the Premier League. Do you have a club though that, like, if it was with that club specifically? Okay, yeah.
Wait, what you say?
Arsenal, is it Arsenal?
Man.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Man. Arsenal, man. I know Arsenal. I've said like Chelsea or West Ham or something. Arsenal.
No, not Chelsea.
No, if I was in China or something, earning like if I was in China, earning like $1 million a week, and Arsenal offered me a contract of like 30 grand a week, I'll have to think because I might take it. Yeah, might.
No, but honestly, it's like, you know, you're an Arsenal fan, right? That's
Arsenal's in my blood. My blood is red. Arsenal's red. Like,
everyone's blood is red, bro.
Everybody's at Arsenal fan now.
Liverpool's red too. Just saying. Liverpool is red too. Just saying.
My blood is actually blue. Up the Blues. Don't kill me.
Yeah.
Let's not do that.
Exactly. Just you. Anywho, no, yeah, I get that. Like, no, honestly, if someone like, as I am today, if someone literally was like, oh, play like 5 minutes for Manchester United, I'll take it. You get what I mean? Like,
I said 5 minutes. I'm getting.
No, I won't take 5 minutes. To be fair, I won't take 5 minutes. No.
Yeah, no, honestly, okay. I'll take it, bro.
I'm getting
like, that is wild. You know how crazy that is.
Yeah, it is, but like, they'll finish you on that field, man.
Well, yes, I know they will.
I mean, seeing as he's not a professional player.
I'm not even an amateur, bro.
No,
obviously.
But like, it's actually crazy because like we always like insult all these players, but like Fred could destroy anyone.
They're way better than us. Yeah, exactly. It's actually wild. That's actually like one of our questions. Like, have you ever seen a player? Like when you went, it doesn't have to be another goalkeeper or whatever. Literally just a player. Either you went to a match or while you were at the academy or anything. Have you ever just seen a bowler that you were like, oh my days, this is like an otherworldly experience watching this guy play?
Yeah, so there's a few actually. It depends. Are you talking about training? Who have I trained with? Who have I played against? Or who have I watched?
Anyone.
Just in general.
Yeah.
All three?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
okay,
sure.
so because I have a few names that just made me go like, damn, like football. It's not just pass and dribble. But yeah, so who I've watched, the best player I've ever watched is I had names, but what are the names now? The best player I've ever watched. It'll be an Arsenal player because I love Arsenal. Probably Mesut Ozil. He just blew me away.
Okay, to be fair.
I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, no. Watching Ozil on his day was like, I don't know if you remember this goal, but there was this goal that Arsenal scored against Leicester in 2018, I think it was, or maybe 2019. Literally started from the back, passed all the way to the front, and then
I know exactly
Ozil did. Yeah, Ozil did like Ozil basically like did the final thing. He like did a dummy, and then the ball came back to him, and then he got the assist. Yeah, it was literally to me one of the best goals I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
honestly,
I know
Ozil's peak was crazy. Yeah.
Then best player I've ever played against, probably. It's not a popular shout, but he was unreal. Denham Namdi.
I mean, I don't know who he is, but...
Denham Namdi, he's at Reading right now. When I played against him, I was at Chelsea. So we played Chelsea. I was about 10 years old. And they beat us. Yeah, I was about 10, 11, and they beat us 16-0.
Wow.
16. And he ran the show.
Up the Blues.
He ran the show.
16.
Yeah. It was like a Sunday League type of tournament, but there was a few good teams there. It was under 12s.
These guys said let's
they were under 12s as well.
Yeah, no, because you don't know people are playing under 9s as well. There's like Rashford joined Manchester United when he was 7, by the way, in case you're not aware. Like that thing goes deep.
No, I'm just deeping it that as a 10-year-old,
you're getting slapped 16.
Yeah, no, another person who's under the age of 12. I was thinking now this guy must have been 15, 14 at least.
That's mad.
That's wild.
Like best case scenario, it was like 1 year you're seeing. Wow.
I feel like it's crazy because like them guys were like 10 years old and they had to go back to that mom that she made for them.
Exactly, the ham and cheese sandwich after
ham and cheese sandwich, 16
it's mad.
Wild. Must have been the worst ham and cheese sandwich ever.
No, that's actually crazy.
To be fair,
as a kid, like when stuff like that happened, how did you like?
How do you not cry?
I feel like that's so pivotal. Like some people after that match was like, you know what, I'll become a dentist.
Maybe football isn't for me.
That's what I'm saying.
I want to be a mechanic.
After all, maybe I want to be a mechanic. Maybe perhaps. No, honestly, that's crazy. Like as a kid, like. So literally, imagine, I'm just, like, let me paint the pictures. Like, the 16th goal has just gone in. And, like, you guys are just looking at yourselves like, wow. Like, what's running through your head? What's running through the head of 10-year-old Koju?
So at this point, I was a left back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like that's good though, because you went to goalkeeper.
Oh no!
I feel like when you're the goalkeeper, that's the worst.
It gets interested. So the goalkeeper got injured, and I went in goal.
Wait. What was the score?
Wait, so is this how it started?
It was
the origin story.
Yeah, it was about 6-0.
Yo,
Let's go, you said.
Yeah,
After the third one, guy was just watching the ball go past. Like, I'm not doing it.
Bro, there was a point where I jumped and the ball went right over my hands. I was like, I'm sure too. I jumped so high as well.
Oh man, that's crazy. Oh my days. Nah, man. That's fair though. I feel like stuff like that needs to happen to everyone like on their way, you know?
Yeah.
It's character building, bro. It's character building.
Yeah, you get
like that's how you
sure.
you challenge your resolve and you say, is this really still what I want to do? Knowing that there's gonna be days like this.
Yeah. For real. No, because even just like because I used to think about this sometimes. You know, like as a fan, like when you're watching your team get spanked, like really, really badly. Like as a United fan, unfortunately, I've had way too much experience with it. You're like watching your team get actually like spanked. And you feel really, really bad. But it must feel like 100 times worse for the players because they're the ones actually on the pitch, like with thousands of people watching them, and they're playing like this. It must be embarrassing, bro. You're like, nah. So as bad as it feels as a fan, as a player, it's probably like way worse. But you know what, man, I don't know. That's why I say football is not for the weak. It's not for the weak at all.
I think being successful in anything is not for the weak. I'll be honest.
To be fair,
Honestly,
to be fair.
Factors.
Best player I've trained with. The best player I've ever. There's two. There's a goalkeeper and there's a player. The first goalkeeper is Arlo Doherty. He's at Leicester right now. He's at Leicester under 23s. I trained with him in the summer. We were doing like a goalkeeper session in the summer. He was and I'm telling you, this guy's built. He was catching every single thing. Ball comes out 1v1. I'm right in front of him, and he's in the goal. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool, 1v1. We're training. He's not going to come and smash me. I'm not a striker. This guy comes out, puts his knee straight into my leg. I'm like, calm, say nothing.
Like levels. Straight away. Yeah, straight away. Man, show you levels, yeah.
I'm like, I see why you play for Leicester. Because every training session to this guy must be like, this is my last day on earth.
Like a final.
Yeah. It's a fight. It's fighting himself.
But that's how it is, you get what I mean? Like, you have to show that you're meant to be there, you know?
Best player, outfield player, he's... Ryan Hope is up there. He's good. He's at Hemel right now. And so I think he's like level with Zach Brun. Zach Brun is the best tech on the ball. You know when Jeremy Lynch was like, on the ball at Arsenal, I'm the best player. He can do one. Zach Bruns is the best on the ball player that I've ever seen. He's with us right now. He's on loan from Sheffield United. So he's here right now. So I'm
sweet. That's some ballers, man.
Yeah, so he's unreal.
Who's the best? So you said Uzo was the best, like you've watched, like on the, like as a football fan, the best you've seen.
Yeah.
Okay, fair points. Koju, who's the best you've seen?
The thing is, just one more before we...
Yeah, sure, no, go on.
The thing is, we do shooting after training, right? So we do a shooting game after training. So you ping the ball to Zach Brun. He looks like he wants, like, he looks like this guy's not scoring. His touch, like, he's not scoring. He touches the ball. Nice touch. I'm like, okay, maybe he might score. Top bins, bottom bins. If it comes to me, it's coming with pace and movements. It's slipping out of my hands.
Oh,
it's not nice.
Yeah, you guys just have swats.
Yeah, and in games, everywhere.
People are just like that. Yeah. Koju, who do you think is the best? Who's the best you've ever seen? Like the one that you watch them play and you were like, this is art. Like this is crazy.
Aaron Ramsdale. Oh, I went to watch Arsenal. He's crazy. He's crazy.
Man, to be fair, he's like such a... I don't know. he keeps with so much like passion. It is fun to watch. It is fun to watch Ad Russell, to be fair. But
yeah.
Who's the best I've ever seen? I don't know. Kojo, who's the best you've ever, like, you were watching and you're like, this is mad.
Still.
I feel like I keep saying, am I saying Kojo or Kojo?
I'm not sure who you said.
I heard Kojo.
Oh, yeah, me too, yeah.
That's my fault.
That's my fault. That's on me. Now, yeah, so for Kojo is Ramsdale. Kojo, who's it for you?
I don't want to give my answer because Fede is here and you start getting excited. I have to give it to like
Says.
I know he's saying.
Like 17-18 Hazard.
Guys, that's my answer too. I was all thinking about that goal against West Ham.
That West Ham goal, I was watching. You know, a friend of ours was in the stadium when it happened. I was watching, obviously, at home on the TV, and I was talking to him, who was in the stadium. And this was the first day that I clocked that sometimes sometimes even when you're watching that satellite, right, the stream is slightly behind what is actually happening in the stadium. Mm-hmm. So literally, my friend who was in the stadium messages me. He's like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "This guy, what about?" And then I just see how I pick up the ball halfway line and start going. I'm like, bro, what is going on? And he scored. That literally one of the best goals I've ever seen in my entire life. Once again, there are lots of goals that are one of the best goals I've ever seen in my life. But honestly, that was mad. Okay, so just because Kojo and Fede have said Hazard, I feel like my answer can be Hazard as well. But Hazard would be up there, honestly. I feel like watching Prime Hazard was like, it was just one of those. Yeah, it was one of those. You like turn on the TV and you're like, gobsmacked. Like someone can do this with a ball. It's mad.
Let me not say, because there's an Arsenal fan here, but that goal against Arsenal.
That
goal against Arsenal.
That one with like what's his name? What's his name? That guy.
Koscielny
no, it wasn't Koscielny. It's I can see this guy's face in my Coquelin.
Yeah, Coquelin.
Like I was feeling that thing was bad. Nah, yeah, that guy against Arsenal as well was crazy. So just because Kojo and Fede said Hazard, for me, it genuinely has, because, so for me, if you ask me the two best, I would say Hazard, like that I've seen with my own two. Mine would be Hazard and Lionel Messi. I'm so sorry. I feel like it's the most basic, like, I feel like it's such a basic answer. But... Yeah, it feels like such a cop-out answer, right? But genuinely.
Okay. Apart from Messi. Because I know that if I wasn't picking Hazard, I'd probably say an answer like Hatem Ben Arfa, like when he was in the Premier League.
Okay, yeah. So if I'm not saying Messi and I'm not saying Hazard, then it will have to be Paul Pogba.
It will have to be Paul Pogba.
Okay.
I can respect that.
Yeah. I can see it.
It will have to be Paul Pogba. Like when you watch, I feel like United fans gave Pogba a lot of unfair stick, honestly. I feel like genuinely before he got injured in about October 2020, was it? Let me not say the wrong thing before somebody will blast me. But yeah, there was a period of time basically where he was playing really, really well, genuinely dropping 7s and 8s every single week, and then he got injured. And what people don't forget is that in that very weird year where there were no fans inside stadiums, until Pogba got injured, United were in the title race. And then Pogba got injured and it all fell apart. So, yeah, I genuinely think watching him at times was like, he used to do consistent 7-8s, then on his day, obviously 10-9. But consistent 7-8s, and then obviously every now and again, a stinker. But like, that's everyone in it. But yeah, now watching Pogba play, as a United fan, honestly, he used to get so much like hate for reasons unbeknownst to me, honestly. I think just because sometimes when the team was not doing well, you have to find someone to blame, kind of thing. But
scapegoats.
It was unlucky. Yeah, it was unlucky because he was something else to watch at times. That would be my answer. I think the next we should talk about, who do you guys think is the greatest team of all time? Just before we get around to the answers, like some popular opinions just to help. 2009 Barcelona, 2015, 2017 Real Madrid, 2018 Man City, 2003, 2004 Arsenal, 1998, 1999 Manchester United. Those are just like some suggestions to help you like Yeah.
Wait, I have a question.
Who do you guys think it is? Yeah.
Can you give national teams?
Ooh. Yeah, sure. Because surely, like, Brazil, was it 70? Yeah. Surely.
I don't remember which year it was. But
the one that won 4.
Yeah.
That one that won 4 World Cups, surely. Brazil, I can't remember what the years were.
That's what my answer would be.
Yeah. I think it's, is it? Wait, no. I can't remember the exact years, but I think the last one they won was in 1970. Someone should correct me if I'm wrong, but I think so. But yeah, that Brazil team was crazy, to be fair. Okay, no, surely they're like a cheat code. Like,
okay, it's like the same thing as giving Messi as an answer.
Yeah, surely they're like a cheat code. You can't, greatest club team of all time.
That's hard.
It is very hard. I feel like as a United fan, I am automatically like biased towards 1998, 1999, Manchester United, like treble, great team, everything. Yeah. But I don't actually think it's them. I think what they did was crazy, but I don't actually think it's them.
I'm trying to think so hard.
I'll be honest. I don't really watch football like that, so I don't even know. I have no clue.
Nah, honestly, that's fair to you though.
Yeah.
Because you do it like
playing it.
Honestly, like you get what I mean. Like you're just always there. So honestly, I'd imagine that's a point. You're just like, that's the point. For me, my answer unwavering. Oh yeah, in the list of like popular opinions, I forgot to put 2020 Bayern, but let's put that aside. My answer has to be 2009 Barcelona. And it pains me to say it because that Barcelona team kicked Manchester United's butt up and down a field. Have you seen this video of Ferdinand talking about it?
I was about to say that.
Ferdinand was like, Messi took our soul. Like, it was so bad. It was so bad. You can literally see the pain in his eyes as he's talking. He's like, Messi took our soul. Like, genuinely, they kicked our butts so badly. The scoreline was only 3-1. But anyone that saw that game, we must have touched the ball maybe 10 times. I wish I was joking, but I'm not. They were just passing the ball all around. Like, literally, we were just running after the ball the whole game. It was the most humiliating final I have ever watched in my entire life. It was so bad. But anyway. What was you guys? So for me, it's 2009 Barcelona. That team was crazy to watch. Crazy to watch.
It's hard to disagree with 2009 Barca because Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets in midfield. And you now have Messi. You now have Puyol, Dani Alves. What's his Piqué? It's like
Yaya Toure. Was he not dead?
Yeah, he was.
I can't lie.
On the bench.
I can't lie. That team also seems like a cheat code. It also seems like a cheat code.
It does, doesn't it? It does.
Okay, but how many teams are going to call out as cheat codes?
The craziest thing about watching like 2009 Barcelona clips is that whenever something crazy happens on the field and then you see like the bench reaction, did you see the dust these guys had on the bench? You see Thierry Henry calmly just sitting on the bench.
You see Thierry Henry going,
on the bench. Thierry Henry is on the bench. Yaya Toure is on the bench. Samuel Eto'o is on the bench.
Eto's on the bench.
What type of team is this? What is going on? Bro, nah. 09 Barcelona deserves to be a cheat code, to be honest. That team was too crazy. Too crazy. Genuinely one of the most overpowered teams I've ever seen in my life.
And the craziest thing is like all those guys, you'd be buying them for like 10, 20 million, 10 million.
Barcelona is wild.
I can't lie. I generally can't come to like a proper answer because there's just too many factors to think about. But what I can say is what Jose Mourinho did to Pep the next season with Inter.
To be fair,
absolutely crazy. This guy took Eto'o, the striker that Pep had fallen out with, to dismantle that team.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. That was like the beginning of the Mourinho Pep. Rivalry.
It's rivalry.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I mean, like, if my answer wasn't 09 Barcelona, it would be, again, very, very painful to say. But, like, just from teams that you watch and you're like, what on earth is going on? 2018 Man City. These guys, literally, like, on a regular basis, 6-0, 7-0, 8-1, just everybody, these guys didn't discriminate. Everybody was collecting. Everybody was collecting. Everybody was getting it. They didn't discriminate at all. Literally, you'll just be getting notifications 1, 2, 3. These guys are.
Oh my days! Man City versus Chelsea. I didn't watch the game.
Yes. 6-0. I remember that.
I was like, I'm not going to watch the game, but my phone was pinging. I said, why is it pinging? Check the phone.
What's going on?
3-0. Bro, it was I was even in hostel at the time, so there's this guy. What's his name?
Oh my days.
Guy came to me, I was like, I didn't see your team. I was like, what do you mean see my team? Guy showed me, I was like, you're lying.
That's so deep.
The game didn't even start.
That was so deep. To be fair, that was me. Like, you know, when United lost to Liverpool 5-0 at Old Trafford. You know, I was literally I was out with Koju actually. I was out with Koju's family. We were at lunch or something. I can't remember why. Yeah. We were at lunch.
No, I think it was like the day after my birthday.
Yeah. That's why. We were at lunch. And I'd already went from the moment Askike was like, oh, we should go out for lunch. I was like, yeah, I don't mind. Like, let's go. Because I already, in my head, I was like, I'm not watching this game. I don't care. I knew we were about to get smacked. So my phone was in my pocket. The moment I heard it literally, the game had just started. I heard it vibrate. I was like,
nah.
I was like, nah. My phone vibrated in my pocket. I was like, okay. I was just like, I'm not going to look at it. I don't care. Larry brought out his phone. I started watching it. I was like, I don't need. I was like, I don't need to see this. By the time Larry brought out his phone, it was literally already like 3-0. I was like, oh, man.
It was 3-0 by the end of like the first half. I was just like,
man.
I didn't think we were going to lose, but I wasn't expecting it like this.
Yeah, no, that game was man. That game did things to me, man.
I can't lie. Random thought. There's actually no better thing than your team winning the Champions League. I can tell you for a fact that the 3 best days of my dad's life is when he got married and the 2-time Chelsea won the Champions League. My dad, I've never seen this man so overjoyed. This guy called me. Like, yeah, babe. I'm like, no, Dad. He's like, calm down.
Oh, days. No, Koju, do you ever envision like winning trophies like that, stuff like that?
Like visualization?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the time.
So is it?
Huh?
No, I was just gonna ask. So, like, if that was, I feel like I know the answer to this, but I was just gonna ask anyway. If what's the trophy? Like, if you win that trophy, you'll be like, bro, you retire the next day. Like I said, bro, done.
World Cup.
Yeah.
There's no bigger honor than winning the World Cup.
Yeah.
No, facts.
Or Ballon d'Or. Actually, no, it's Ballon d'Or because that's a trophy.
True.
Ooh, true.
First goalkeeper to win the Ballon d'Or.
He's not the first now. How about he wants to be the first? What's his name?
Lev Yashin.
Abi? Lev Yashin, yes.
Yeah,
Lev
that's
Yashin
true.
won. Yeah. So he'll be the first. But, second, not bad.
First African goalkeeper to win the Ballon d'Or. Hopefully he wouldn't be the first African to win the Ballon d'Or.
Man, well, I actually feel like there's an African that has won the Ballon d'Or now. George Weah has won Ballon d'Or.
Yeah,
George Weah.
Yeah.
Ballon d'Or.
My bad.
Became president.
Yeah. I was like, I'm certain. No, but fair enough, man. Now, can you imagine if Nigeria ever wins the World Cup?
You know what? I swear.
I will not rest. I will not rest.
I will talk about it for the rest of my life.
I
don't care if we don't qualify for the next World Cup. Like,
that's every single argument with every Ghanaian done. It's done.
Yeah.
Facts. These guys are saying that Jollof is better. We won the Champions League.
We won the World Cup. Every argument with every Ghanaian done. Automatically. They can never speak ever again. Won the World Cup. Nah, I actually need to see such happen in my lifetime.
If Nigeria wins the World Cup,
Koju, please, make it happen. Make it happen.
I'll be real. If I'm that big, it's England. I'll be real. I'll be honest. It's England.
Guy said, "I'll be real."
Let me be real.
There's no way. But seriously, so like, if you get a call from England, you get a call from Nigeria, same day. You're thinking England.
I can't say which one I'll take because who knows who's listening, like Giga, but it's like...
That's a fair point.
Yeah, but
let's not put
let's not put him in trouble. Let's not put him in trouble.
Let's say I'm in the Prem, I'm balling, Champions League winner, and England hit me up, and then Nigeria hit me up. But it's like, you have to compare the two. So England is playing St. George's Park. They're waking up, going to swim in the heated pool. They're going out. They're making YouTube videos, walking out with their boots. You can hear the studs on the ground. Boom, 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 boom. You see it, Abby. You watched the video.
To be fair, yeah, I do. I watched the training clips.
You can hear the banter, all of them laughing. You know, but then I've never seen.
No, to be fair, what's his name? Alex Iwobi. He posts a lot from like Nigeria's training camp.
Yeah, but bro, they're not in St. George's Park.
Well, to be fair, they're not in St. George's Park. To be fair,
and then when they coast up, do you get like?
Yeah, they are on the coast up bus doing pretty.
Yeah, like bro,
the vibes are immaculate.
Yeah,
the vibes are. You're gonna have so much fun.
Yeah, the vibes are immaculate.
So England have better.
Go on.
England have better facilities, but Nigeria is just where I'm from.
Well, that
so
is
it's like
objectively true.
That's how you cannot go to the same place and watch up your Phil Foden. Are you?
Exactly, yeah.
Everybody testify now. It's not happening. No, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Different things for different people, I guess.
Yeah,
all right, we're gonna move into the dessert, which is I feel like we touched on it quite a bit. It's going to be about like giving things your all and just like actually watching your dreams unfold. There's just something about dreams that does something to me, man. I don't know. It's just it's just wild. Because I'm sure like I've probably said it before, but like it's just actually setting out. I want to do this thing, or I want to get to this place, and doing everything that you can to get there. I just feel like it must be the most beautiful thing when you wake up one day and you realize I'm actually here. And I just hopefully every day I pray that like one day, with all the dreams I have and everything, one day I will wake up and I'll just think, you know what, we've actually done it. Like by the grace of God, I'm actually where I want to be. There's a clip that I want listeners to watch, and maybe you guys as well. And it seems like the most, actually not the most unattached thing, but for me, it is one of my favorite videos ever. And it is a video of the 2021 NBA Finals when the Milwaukee Bucks won the NBA championship. And obviously their biggest player, Giannis, everyone knows who Giannis is. Giannis like goes to his family and he hugs his mom, he hugs his brother, he hugs his partner and kisses his son and everything. And then he literally just goes to a chair and he sits down and just like starts crying. And it's the most beautiful thing I have ever seen in my life. It is just like, it's like, you know, someone in the comments was like, you know when Thanos was like, when they asked Thanos, oh, what are you going to do when you're done? And he was like, I'll sit down and watch the sunrise on the thankful universe or something like that. It was literally just like that. Giannis literally just sat down and he just started crying. Everyone else was celebrating, all of that. Giannis was literally just sitting down and he was just crying. And for me, it was one of those things like, he worked. Like this man came from Greece, had nothing. When he got his first paycheck, he sent all of it back to his parents. This man in his first season was running to his games, stuff like that. He had no shoes. All of these, like, his story is just amazing. Generally speaking, I would advise people to go and read about Giannis. And when he finally won that NBA championship, the way he just sat down and he just started crying. And it was like, for me, till today, like, there are times where I just watch that video and it just inspires me so much. I'm just like, I don't know, there's just something about achieving dreams and just giving it your all, man.
Yeah.
And yeah.
To be fair, that time when the family, after you win, I've had that experience before. I don't think playing against Chesterfield was the best moment of my life. I think it was when we played against Hampton and Richmond and I saved the last penalty in the shootout. And I run to my mum and my grandma who are like in the stands and they just start squeezing my face. Like, I don't know what they're doing. They're squeezing my face. But that whole loan story is it's a very interesting time. It was a very interesting time in my life, going on loan or dual reg. So yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
No, honestly, love it. Keep going, man.
what even happened? I'm trying to remember how that even came about because I was 16. Okay, yeah. So okay, Borehamwood are in the 5th division of English football, the league right below League 2. And like maybe about 3-4 years ago, that became a professional league. So there's 5 pro leagues in England. There's only about 2 semi-pro teams in our league. Right. And then Southall are in 8th division of English football. So they're semi-pro. So I must have been playing a game for the youth team at Borehamwood. This was on a Wednesday. And the first team manager calls me. This is like November last year. He calls me and says, "Do you want to play a game tonight?" I'm like, "I'm about to play a game. What do you mean?" He's like,
"Yeah, exactly."
Yeah, he's like, "Okay, play 2." I'm like, "Serious?" He's like, "Yeah, cool." So anyway, I'm like, "Cool, I'll just go to his office and talk to him after the game." So after the game, I go to his office and I'm like, "Are you serious about me playing?" And then he blasts, like, he's like, "What do you mean, am I serious about you playing?" Something along those lines, I can't remember. He was like, "If you don't want to play, don't play." I was like, "Cool, I'm playing, and I'll keep a clean sheet." So anyway, I get to the Southall ground, and this is I've not seen the lower, because I've only played academy football on nice grass, and then even Bournemouth, it was Astro, but it was the first team grass is nice. I came to this place, there was sand on the pitch, sand in the goal mouth, a small stand. I'm like, where did I just get? I thought I was going to play in even a training ground. I don't mind. But I'm like, where has this guy just sent me to? But anyway, I play, and we win 6-0, do well, and then that's my start at Southall. But the thing that really I missed out on was, so last season we went far in the FA Cup, played against Bournemouth, Wimbledon, Everton. We had a very long. Did you hear about it?
I think I remember you posting about it, and I remember I was just like, "Congrats, man!" Oh, that.
Yeah. So we had a long FA Cup run, but I didn't go. So I wasn't in the squad, and I couldn't even go to watch because I was training at Southall. I'm playing. So the day we played against Wimbledon at home, I was playing for Southall. When we went to Bournemouth away in front of 11,000 people, I was training at Southall that night. Then we went to Everton away in front of 40,000 people. I was playing at Southall. It was just...
oh, wow.
Yeah, but now I'm there now. So hopefully our run starts tomorrow against
for sure.
Eastleigh. That's the start of something this season.
Yeah, and best wishes to that, man. I'm sure it'll go well. And just, keep going. All of that. All right, so I think we'll draw things to a close here. It's been great having you, Koju. Thanks so much.
It's been great being here.
Listeners don't understand how long this is. Even Koju didn't even actually understand how long overdue this is. Koju had actually recorded a podcast episode before. When was it?
It was about 2 years ago.
Do you remember when we recorded? Yeah, it literally 2 years ago. Yeah, and then for reasons we couldn't actually But honestly, this is long overdue. So thanks for coming on, Koju. Thanks, Koju Abayomi, for helping us as usual. And thanks listeners for listening, and I'll see you next time.
What a story.
Say what's a story? I hate you.
No, this is what just that mean? It's means something to me, man.